Namely because our pitch boxes have just arrived, and so we're all opening them up. Some of us have seen all these products before during the selection process, and some people for the first time, although maybe they've seen some of the brands in the box before. And so what I wanted to do today was have a chat with Aditi, who has just gotten the box, and walk through some of the brands that are here. Yes, that is a good looking box. And can you actually turn the white part? Yeah, that's perfect. So this is new on the box, actually. And what it says here is Startup CPG is a community of passionate people who love to build products that make our bodies happy and our world healthy. And I think, the key word for us there is community. This is a community. It's built by us. It's built by everybody in the community and everybody who is participating somehow, whether you are coming to the event, pitching in the event, watching this, everybody who can just help give young brands any kind of attention is part of this community and part of helping them succeed. So thank you guys so much. Okay, cool. So we're just going to get started. And this is our first time. I don't even know how to see the chat here, but if you're watching, let us know that you're here and tell us if you have any experience with these brands or maybe one brand that you think could be in the box next time. So Aditi, I think a cool way to do this is just start picking up some of the brands that are in this box that catch your attention, and let's just talk through them.
Yeah, let's do it. I was so excited to get my box on Friday. It kind of just made my weekend. And one of the ones that I was super excited about was Wild Wonder, which is a brand that was started by a friend, Rosa. Her and I were in the same analyst class at Morgan Stanley, and she has some incredible flavors, sparkling super herbs. So this is a flavor that I haven't tried yet, turmeric pear, and I'm super excited to start my day with it tomorrow morning.
This is an unbelievable drink. I think, there are a lot of functional beverages coming out, a lot of them making claims on gut health. I think that really do promote a healthy lifestyle. Not all of them are drinkable, I think, or at least fun to drink. And this thing is amazing. And I hope that everybody goes out and tries it, and definitely get it chilled. So put it in the fridge and crack it open. And I think it's really it's gonna blow you away.
Yeah, it's awesome. And Rose is the real deal. She's been doing this for a while. She has a true passion. The next one that I'm so excited about is Mustache Munchies. As Daniel knows, I have a little baby girl. She is 20 months old, and there is no way I would ever give her goldfish just because I want to give her something that's healthy and still cute. So this is one I'm super excited to have her try. It's going to be a treat for her in the middle of the week. I'm so glad it's gluten-free, vegan, and cheddar-ish, which I love.
Yeah, this is a super cool brand. I mean, it's fun. It's just a fun snack. And if you're trying to, displace goldfish, it's gonna have to replicate that. Doesn't have to be exactly the shape of goldfish, but it's also kind of funny to imagine that, 20 years from now, and like your kids are growing up and other people's kids are growing up, they might not have that goldfish reference in their kind of collective nostalgia, right? Maybe it's going to be Mustache Munchies. I hope it is.
Exactly. You never know.
Yeah, so I love these, and they have some cool flavors. You've got the cheddar in here, as well as the spicy-ish. And again, these are vegan. They've done just such a great job of making something that's dairy-free, gluten-free, nut-free, soy-free, and it's fun and it's great. I was really I watched my nieces and nephews checking them out today, and they're having fun, like putting the mustaches up on their lips. It was really funny to see. So that's a great one to roll to next. What else? What else do you see that?
Yeah, so Brahmi is one that I've liked for a while, and I was so happy to see it in the box because I love these little beans. They're super healthy, they're nutritious, and my husband hadn't tried them. And I just loved taking him through the journey. He had one, and then he said, I don't like it. And then by the time that he had his fifth one, he's like, do you have any more? And so last night he wanted me to open the second box, and I was like, no, I can't. I have to save it for Sunday. So
it's funny that you mentioned that. That actually hadn't occurred to me. So you said before that basically it's the kind of thing where like you got to have 5 and then you're hooked. And I've heard people say that about olives. Like, the first time you have an olive, you might not like it, but then when you have 5, it's really good. some of us just have a really good association with olives and cocktails. Maybe they'll be able to do that eventually, pair it with some fun cocktail also. But
Yeah.
you know, of all of the brands in this box, like this is just again one of my favorites. So these are Italian snacking lupini beans. I saw the most beautiful display of them at Erewhon in Venice in LA a few weeks ago. And I just, you know, the first time that I tried this, I opened the bag up and was just so puzzled because it's shelf stable and it's like wet in there. You know, the beans are like wet and you eat them and the experience is so like I'm eating beans. This feels so healthy, completely delicious, and you know, feels really nutritious, and I don't feel bad after eating these like I would a lot of snacks that I often turn to when I don't have these in front of me. So I am a consumer of these. As soon as I was lucky enough to try them, I've just been buying them ever since. They've got some great flavor options. Everybody should try these. These are they have a very bright future for sure.
And Daniel, you go next. I want to hear what you're excited about.
How do I pick this? Okay. One that I think is one of the best, like better thans here is Poppy Lou. So Poppy Lou Bold and Tangy Lemonade, where I don't know, honestly, I don't know if this is exactly how they talk about it, but for me, I'm like, this is so much better than Capri Sun or, you know, giving your kids something like that, because one, it looks better. Like it just looks so delicious to me, and it is delicious. And it just, you know, this is like, there's real juice in here. There's like, you're not going to find a lot of real juice inside of a Capri Sun. We all know that, but they're easy and like, you know, easy to put in your kid's lunchbox. And you know what? So is this. And they're actually really affordable as well. You know, sometimes you worry about these kind of things end up costing a lot, but they're actually just 50 cents per when you buy them in the box. So huge fan of Melanie, the founders, and huge fans of these products. I don't know if it's cool for an adult just to also have these all the time. I think it is, and I think I'm just going to start drinking them myself all the time.
Yeah, I don't see why not. And I think that lemonade is just something that a lot of people want to drink, but they feel like they can't because of the sugar. And the fact that there's only 30 calories per pouch, I just makes it feel so much better to be drinking this rather than something like Capri Sun.
And it says right here on the label, 100% of your daily value of vitamin C. So be very nice for the winter. It's non-GMO. It's USDA organic. So this product just has so much going for it. Another one I just think has such a bright future ahead. Can I choose the next one also?
Yes, please.
Okay, and then I'll hand it back to you. Okay. What I think one of the most interesting products in this box is the Subi soup. Okay, so this product, inside of this box, you open it and I'll talk about it. Okay, so inside of the box that Aditi is opening, there are 4 packets of miso soup. This is a bouillon, right? So like, it's just gonna be a little square, and then this is the most fun product in the box because you boil water, and then you put this thing in a bowl or a mug and you pour the hot water over it, and it just grows like a sea monkey into a beautiful bowl of miso soup. I told them I believe it is a dark magic hangover cure because that, you know, somehow it just like goes into your brain and fixes it. It's just such an incredible, fun miso soup. I think it's just incredible that you can have gourmet miso soup just that easily, and again, it's just really, really fun to make. Do you ever have miso soup, or do you get it when you go out for sushi? Or
yeah, I have it almost every time I go out for sushi, but I never even thought of making it at home just because it seems more complicated than I feel like it should be. So I think it's so healthy, it's so tasty. I used to have it for lunch all the time. When I went to the office, and it's just kind of like it just is bringing simplicity to something that I think is really healthy, and I don't really know how to make it, so it's nice to have that education.
And it's 40 calories in a bowl of soup, and I just ever since I am hooked on these. I don't mind telling you, and I've been having it just like, especially as the weather is getting colder now, almost every day. I'm like, I think my body could warm up with one of these, and it's just been really awesome. I love the branding. I think it's super fun.
It's cute, super cute.
And Suvi is great, and I'm really excited for her to get to pitch to all of the investors, media, and buyers. I think she's just going to do so well, and I really encourage everybody to check this thing out. Oh, and by the way, for anybody who is watching us, who's joined in on the LinkedIn Live, let us know what you think. Have you heard of any of these brands? Let us know you're watching. If any of these sound really good to you, drop us a comment. Or just let us know you're watching and tell us the name of a brand you think should be in the next box, because I can see the comments coming in here. Cool. All right, you're up next.
Yeah, okay, I'll go next. One that I haven't heard about, but I'm super excited about is Paradise Snacks. I'm sure, Daniel, you've tried these, but they remind me of a better version of those Nutella sticks that they sell at the checkout aisle sometimes, which is Nutella plus some sort of pretzel. And I really like that this has pea protein in it, and it's grain-free, dairy-free, plant-based. This is a product that's made by Emily's Foods. I don't know Emily, but I am like saving this desperately as a sweet treat for myself. And so no one else is getting this at all.
Well, I think you should do marketing with her, because I think the way you talk about it is exactly how I think about it. And Emily is amazing. She is just a dynamo person. And it's been really fun to get to know her through the community and some of the mixers. What I like about this product, it's grain-free, it's dairy-free, it's plant-based. The dip is delicious. Like, when you open this bad boy up,
I don't think I can wait.
There is gonna, I see. Oh yeah, do it. Oh yes. So yeah, it's like Nutella, but there's a lot of pea protein in there. And so, I think especially if you're thinking about like a snack on the go, and I like indulgences. I have a sweet tooth. Like I used to work in global chocolate, and I can't help myself. But I can help myself by having things like this that are just a little bit better for you. Well, actually, a lot better for you. And just the recipe here really impressed me. And again, it's grain-free, dairy-free, and plant-based. And Emily is just the best. I see Erin commenting in the chat here. She said that her girls had this today and they flipped and were
I love it.
Her because she hadn't brought it home sooner. I think that's the kind of reaction everybody's hoping for. Actually, that was the same. My little nephew just ripped open the packet and, like, the thing just disappeared. So that was really fun to see. All right.
So good.
I feel like we're playing chess. Your move again.
Is it? Okay. Well, I am going to go with Chia Smash, which I tried and I love. I am shocked at how little sugar there is in here. I don't eat jam. I don't buy jelly because of the sugar content. And this is probably the healthiest jam I have ever seen. If you look at the nutritionals, there's only 2 grams of sugar per serving and 0 added sugars. And it has chia in it. It has date syrup in it, strawberries, lemon juice. It's a delicious product. And I absolutely love it. I'm going to have some while Daniel talks about it too.
And what you just listed are all the ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that amazing? It's strawberries, chia seeds, dates, and lemon. I guess you can't see it, but it's just 4 ingredients on here. It's super delicious. I had it this morning on toast, and yeah, I think like you, I actually had never looked at how much sugar there is in jam. And if you really like jam and you want to keep eating it, then don't look, because it's really, you're having pie every morning. You're just having some pie, and you can decide to be okay with that. Or you can switch to something that, in my mind, tastes just as good and doesn't have any of that stuff in there. And they just have done such a good job with this product.
The use of chia, I think, is really, really smart, because it gives that almost slimy texture that jam or jelly has, which is hard to replicate without cooking it down with sugar. So I thought that the chia seeds were really, really genius in this product.
I totally agree. And Anna's awesome. She's going to do such a great pitch, and I think just has the whole world in front of her. Okay, I'll go next with another one of my favorites for the holiday season, which is these craft cocktail tea bags. So Steeped there are these individual packs of cocktail tea bags, and you should open it up and pull one of these things out.
Okay.
So I'm a snobby drinker. I like very particular drinks with really nice booze in them because, like, you only can drink so many drinks. Why not just have the one that you like the most? And so, so it's inside of a little sleeve, but well, I guess it's not the best view of it until you get it out of the shrink wrap there. But while you're while we struggle to open shrink wrap in general, when it comes in the big box, they're not like this. It's just the favor of getting them in these little packs. So what you see here is like, well, why don't you tell me what you're seeing and like what you and like really peer inside of that bag.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it close to the camera, but there is cinnamon, or there's actual spices. There's a sugar cube, a brown sugar. There's dried orange. There's spices that I don't know, but smell amazing. It's like, it just smells incredible.
Yeah, and a couple more in there. Ground clove, ground cinchona bark. I actually don't know what that is, but basically everything that is in a luxury premium old fashioned from a mixer perspective is in this beautiful tea bag. And so you take the tea bag, you put it in water, and it dilutes these awesome ingredients. And then you put in your favorite whiskey or whatever you want to put it in. And then you have, it's as good of a craft cocktail as you can get at your favorite bar. And you can just have it at home with this mixer. And it's so easy. This is like, for me, take this thing on a picnic with like a little to-go thing of like whiskey and just make the best drink there for your friends, and they will be blown away.
Yeah, it's really good. Daniel, the other one that you gave me a few weeks ago, I actually used it to make a margarita with non-alcoholic tequila. So I'm really into the whole non-alc vibe right now, and I used Ritual tequila, which has 0 alcohol, to make a margarita, and it was amazing with Steeped.
Oh, wow. All right.
And you don't get hungover, which is nice.
Which is
all right,
good.
you go next.
Okay. I'm just trying to decide between these. Okay. So another really exciting thing for us is that, we had this goal to become a group that can help international brands who want to come into the US, because, if you're an entrepreneur in the US, you're starting a brand, getting into retail, getting media, VC contacts is really hard. You don't know who they are, much less how to get in touch with them and get their attention. And imagine you're a UK brand, or, in Asia, or, somewhere else, somewhere in Europe. It just is a big unknown to you. And so we're really excited to have our first UK brand in this pitch box. Mary from our team did a lot of scouting and found this incredible product. So these are called Go Bites. They're the 3 little packs that you probably see there. And so basically these are energy bites. There are 2 little energy balls inside of that. And that's my favorite flavor, the one you just held up there. It's the black currant and blueberry. And it's just super delicious. And I think it's a fantastic product, but it's also, and it's vegan and gluten-free, but with all of this protein in it. And I think the most amazing thing also is that on top of all of that, it's just a great portion controlled snack. Like it's just so perfectly sized. And for someone like me who just needs this kind of help, the portion control, she has very thoughtfully done that for me. So this is like the perfect thing for me to just, throw into my laptop bag and take with me. And you're going to be really sated by these, basically, when you get like that emergency hunger alert.
Yeah, I'm super excited to try these, because I'm the kind of person that takes a energy bar, eats half of it, and wraps it up and puts it in my pocket or my purse, only to find it like half melted or destroyed later in the afternoon. So the fact that these are portion controlled and kind of have that energy, I'm looking forward to trying it. I'm not a big bar person, but I'm excited to hopefully be a bite person.
It's really amazing to me to think back on when Power Bar started getting really popular. I just remember seeing it for the first time with some of my friends who are athletes, and them starting to eat that. And like also Gatorade, I recently looked at the back of one of those for the first time, and like my whole world was shook when I saw how much sugar is in those.
Yeah.
You're just drinking a lot of sugar, basically. It's
Yeah.
just, I think the world needs all of these innovations and ways to just, make food that is fun and functional and, just delicious, but like, help us by just making it better food that's better for our bodies and better for the planet. And I think the Kate Percy's Go Bites definitely check all those boxes
Yeah.
for me.
She's
All right.
also great. She's very passionate, and I'm really inspired by her as an individual.
Yeah, amazing. And I really hope that this does what we hope it will for her, which is really open up the U.S. market and give her a platform, and give her just tons of contacts. And I look forward to the next pitch 3, where hopefully we'll get a few more international brands in as well, because there are so many good ones, and there's no reason why we can't just kind of copy paste the products that they have and bring them over here.
Yeah, the world is getting smaller every day.
Right.
So. And should we go on to the next one, Daniel?
You're up.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I want to take a quick minute to talk about Great Nola, which has 2 samples in the box, both black cocoa chia and the original. I'm really inspired by the founder of this brand, and I've recently started eating a lot more granola at home. It's an easy breakfast, especially when I'm not going anywhere, and we just put yogurt on it. So I've been buying more granola recently than I ever have in the past, and I'm excited to try these that are healthier and have less hopefully kind of sugar, less just less bad things and more good things. I like the fact that they're superfood granola instead of just one product. If you look at the ingredients, there's coconut oil, almonds, sunflower seeds, flax seeds, sea salt, cinnamon, and the founder has a great story too. So this is one that I think our family's going to go through pretty quickly.
Yeah, and I think like the granola category is competitive, right?
Yeah,
it's not one that you would just kind of pick off like, oh, that'll be easy, I'll just make a better one. But I think she really has, because it's a really delicious granola. I first tried it because we actually had it in the office, and a lot of my friends who work in tech around SF have the same experience with it. Like, wait, what is that granola that I had in the office? So a lot of people are familiar with it, and I think the reason why the corporate purchasing managers are choosing it and a lot of people are turned on to it is because it's really low sugar. All of them are vegan except for the original, because it has honey in it. And then just the flavors are amazing. So the one that you just held up a second ago, the black cocoa chia, is who is she? How'd she come up with that? That's incredible. It's just a super interesting flavor, and I'm really excited for you to try it, because I don't think you've had that flavor before, right?
No, I haven't.
Since you're now a granola expert, and try it the way you have it with the yogurt, and let's see who comes out ahead.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Okay, so the next one that I want to talk about. So this actually like format was kind of new to me. So Sweet Logic has a couple different flavors of mug cakes.
Yes.
Mug cakes, for anyone who doesn't know, so the instructions say add the mix to your mug, your favorite mug, the cozy mug you're going to use all winter. It doesn't say all of that. I added it. add the mix to the mug, add 2 tablespoons of water, just a tiny amount of water, stir it up, and microwave it for 60 seconds, and then pull your mug out of the microwave, and behold, an amazing mug cake. It's like a little cupcake inside of your mug. It's so easy and fun, and these are actually keto friendly, which it was amazing. It's just, and it just is. It's so good and fun and easy. I remember like back when I used to work in consulting, and like every big consulting office, because they want to give you snacks, but they really want you to be productive. So they just put those Keurig K-cups, or like the one that actually kind of comes in a packet that looks like this, the Flavia.
Flavia.
Yeah. They're like, look, we're going to give you something, but we're not going to put a lot of effort into it. Just consume the thing and get back to work. And that's like, I'm just making that up, obviously, but that was my impression of it. Well, you can do this also, and they're going to be back to work in 60 seconds, but also just be feeling pretty good. Like this is the confetti flavor. I love this product. I think it's so much fun. Have you ever had a mug cake?
I have, and mug cakes, if you let them into your life, will change it for the better. It's just like I can never see myself buying a cake, right? Like I'm not going to make a cake and I'm not going to buy a cake, but I want cake. And so if you just let the mug cake in your life, it makes it just it's this acceptable indulgence. I think it's not good to unfairly restrict ourselves. If you want a cake, have a piece of cake. And this is a way that makes it really easy. The fudge brownie flavor also only has 140 calories. So,
Oh, is that right?
yeah, it's if you're a calorie counter, I think it's good. But yeah, I love mug cakes. I think people don't eat them enough, but hopefully with COVID and little treats that make little days better, people will eat them more. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this
I think that's right.
entire set.
My perspective on anything that is like, sweet, or like we do want to indulge. We want things that are sweet. We're going to eat things that are sweet if we can eat things that are sweet that satisfy us, and that like craving that we have, but just aren't as bad as the other things we might be eating. For me, that's a huge win. And like coming from the world of big chocolate, like I love the worst kinds of chocolate junk food, like Hershey's, and like those kinds of bars for me are amazing, and they're fun branding, but it's not good food, right? And so when you start trying to like replace that with something like these mug cakes, that's a huge win. And they make it so fun and easy. I really support these guys.
Yeah. I think we're on the same page with that one. While we're talking about baking products and cakes, do you want to talk about coconut whisk?
How much time you got? I want to talk about them all day.
Amazing.
So I've been watching. So as people have been getting the pitch box, a lot of people have been posting photos of it, and they're starting to try the products. And this is one we ask people to make ahead of time, because you can't really just quickly bake up some cookies during the pitch to try alongside. And this is one that people are posting the most photos of. And what people say about it is that I can't believe it's vegan and gluten-free. It's so easy and fun to make, and everybody is just loving the flavor. So this is the chocolate chip cookie mix that's in the box. They have a bunch of other flavors, but like, no joke, try this product. Everybody try this product. It's unreal. And I think, like, you hear vegan cookie mix and you're like, okay, but it's not gonna like it does. Just know that it does. It's absurdly delicious, and it's like there's something about the format or the formula here that makes it so easy to just immediately clump up into the balls, that like you're gonna have this thing on a baking sheet within a minute, and then that's like all of your life that it took to actually make it, and everyone's gonna love it. I promise. I guarantee it. They don't have to guarantee it. I'll guarantee it.
That's so funny. I think 3 or maybe 5 years ago, a vegan company won Cupcake Wars, and it was the first time that a vegan cupcake company won Cupcake Wars. And that's kind of what changed my mind on vegan baked goods, that they can taste better than products that have dairy in it. So it's like vegan actually could mean better. There's no shortcuts taken.
Oh yeah, across the board. Last night I met up with some friends in a socially distant way, and I brought some Eclipse Food ice cream. And so, it's plant-based ice cream. I got it delivered by Uber Eats from their own ice cream store or whatever. And, of course, just didn't tell anyone that it was vegan, and everybody was just like, wow, this is great ice cream, good flavors. Like, that's what's going on these days. People are just figuring out how to do even better without using some of the conventional proteins. So amazing times we're living in.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I have 3 left in my box.
Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, one was hiding behind my computer. I'm
Yeah.
tracking.
Okay.
All right, which one do you want to go to next?
Let's go to the jackfruit chew that's made by Amazi.
Okay, this one for me is another really interesting one in the box because I've been around all the trade shows the last couple years, and ooh. And like jackfruit has become a big thing. And I'm like, okay, I know it's a thing, and so I'll go to the booths and try it. And I always really regret it because I don't like the way it's been used. But actually, I think what they've done is, you making jackfruit chews more like a jerky. It is somehow tapping into jackfruit's like real flavor and what it's supposed to be used for. And this flavor, chili lime, is by far my favorite. Um, I don't, yeah, like I don't like jackfruit, and I love this. I think it's super delicious, and it's a great flavor. The business model is amazing. Everything here is grown and made in Uganda using local partners with a really awesome woman-owned mission, and I just couldn't support these guys more. Really encourage everybody to read up on the company a little bit and try this flavor. This flavor is my favorite, and I know it's Renee, the founder's favorite as well, because we bonded over that. So it's the chili and lime jackfruit chews. What do you think? I just watched you pop it in.
Yeah, I popped it in, and it's amazing. I had already opened it before we got on the phone, and it's really tasty. I grew up eating jackfruit. It's a big part of Indian food and Indian culture, just because it's a tropical fruit, and we always ate it savory. So I didn't know what to expect, but it is so good. It's a little spicy, but it kind of tastes like dried mango, but with a little bit less sugar. So like a little bit less sweet than dried mango. It's really good.
That was my experience of it too. I think that's spot on. Well, I'm a little sad that we're kind of coming towards the end.
I know, me too.
Just two left. All right. Well, let's go to recipe 33 next.
Yay.
Okay, so they sent us in a couple flavors of these infused almond snacks, and we had the hardest time figuring out which ones we were gonna pick for the box because they were all so good. They've got the smoky serrano, the cinnamon vanilla, the lemon rosemary was just unreal. And I think the thing about these is so Dan, the founder, mentions when he talks through it, he's like, well, like him and his a founding team, their MBAs, and they would have late night study sessions. Or like the great thing about this is it's not like you don't get Cheetos fingers, like you're like trying to like a snack and you have Cheetos all over your hand, and then you're trying to type your paper out. Like, okay, I can relate to that. I definitely get it. And then for me, on top of that, it's just it's an almond, but it's just delightful. Like the flavor that they've infused into it is so unique, and it feels so fresh. Like, well, I was gonna eat something way worse for me, but actually, I think I'll just eat this. I'll be really excited about it, and it's like the ultimate, pocket or purse or backpack snack. I think again, one of my favorites in the box. I just am so excited about this one. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that the product itself is truly unique. I've been thinking about how to describe it, and I'm the kind of person that goes out for wine and cheese, and then I get a cheese plate, right? And it has nuts and cheese and honey, and I like to take a little nibble of each one to get the perfect bite in my mouth. And this one nut kind of does it all. So that's how I think about it. It's so good. It's so nuanced, and I really fell in love with it. I didn't expect to, but I crushed a bag last night with a can of wine. It's amazing.
I know it's tough working in this industry. I know all these amazing snacks. I really like the way that you described that. I think that you should license out that quote for them, the metaphor. And now I remember the first time that we met up at like kind of like a coffee chocolate shop, and we just were like, should we just go in on a mug of hot chocolate? split that. Like, yeah, okay, cool. I'm glad that
Yeah.
we're like, obviously we both really connect on a lot of these awesome snacks and experiences.
Exactly.
Okay, last one.
Last but not least,
Dulcie.
Dulcie.
Okay. So this super cool package, which it's like a sleeve around a thin, flat, gut healthy brownie. They have a couple different flavors. They have a blondie as well. It's just so good, and it's gluten free, grain free, dairy free, soy free, refined sugar free. Just a really high end indulgence again, that I think, just if you're gonna have something rich, this is gonna be a good option for you. What do you think? I see you
It's
enjoying it.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's hard not to like. It has almond flour, unrefined coconut sugar, cage-free egg, avocado oil, cocoa vanilla extract, and salt. And it's like a rich, flourless chocolate cake. And it's really good. It's really hard to dislike.
Yeah. I'm just gonna start buying all of these now. That's sort of when we pick brands for pitch. I think we have a bunch of criteria that we talk about, and number one for me is always going to be taste, because everything else doesn't work unless it's something that people want. Even if it's, you can have a great mission and a great story and great branding, but like if people don't want to eat this thing, they're not going to buy it. Second is health, and we talk a lot about that, and you were going into a lot of the ingredients, and we think about that really carefully, because like we are all here. This community exists for people who are working toward a better food system, and it doesn't mean that everything here is like a salad, but these are all products that are trying to work toward a better food system, whether it is just something that is something your body really needs, or it just is much better for you than a lot of the pretty crappy alternatives out there. But so, we have about 5 criteria that we talk through, but, I think one that encompasses all of those is, are you going to buy this thing? Like, are people and so I ask my team that when they're trying them, they're like, well, yeah, I think I would buy that one and I would buy this one. Like, no. You had this product a couple weeks ago. Did you go already and buy more from their e-commerce site because you just can't wait for the pitch box? And that's the best sign. And Emily, I know on our team, who gets all of these products first, she's like the first screen, and they all come to her house. I think her snack bill has gone way up because she's been converted to so many of these products. I see Dan Smith joined. Hey, Dan, thanks for joining us. It was really fun to take Aditi through all of these products, and especially recipe 33. I'm glad you joined.
Thank you for taking me through it, Daniel. And I'm so excited for Wednesday. It's going to be such a fun time. It's going to be a blast.
I'm super pumped. Thank you so much for joining us and for supporting all of these brands. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. And we'll definitely keep up the LinkedIn lives, and we'll be back at you with the winners after the event. So thank you guys, and I hope you all can tune in.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Bye.